Okay, I spoke to the owner of this before. This is a Chev Tourer. I think it's about a 28 or a 29 Chev Tourer, right? But the work in this car, he bought the body sort of half done, and then it's done as everything else. And the work in this car, if you look here, the guards have been widened on it, right? The rear guards have been widened and lengthened. See down here, and the lengthening. But being a Tourer, this thing was a soft top. And then somebody has actually hand formed that roof in steel. And he was telling me where this joint is here. He couldn't get the joint right, and his son saw this idea on the internet of all these crosses to make it look like stitches. They're actually done out of pieces of tent pegs. But look at that roof. Like, you see the weld lines in it, and in here, down in here, and it looks like all of these pieces all across here are all individual pieces because they all go a different size. And when you look at the front of this roof, it's got a taper in it like that. You can see where it actually tapers back in. But there is a mountain of work in this car. Apparently the guy who did the body on it was a coach builder, and it shows. But yeah, that's a lot of work to make that roof and to get it that flat and that right. A bit like that 46 that was at Mountain District the other week. It's very, very, very cool car. Look, even this, even the drip rails in it, that's all been made out of angle, like angle on it. So it's fairly thick profile, as you can see. You can see in here, it's all been shrunk and stretched and hand formed. Like, that is so much work. But yeah, running gear wise, tunnel ram big block, 4-speed. The owner said it's a handful in the dry and you just don't drive it in the wet. Understandably too. Tunnel ram big block with a manual. But yeah, the body on this car has had an enormous amount of work on it. He was telling me too, the running boards and the hood lining, actually. I'll show you the hood lining in there. It's pretty cool too. A little roof in it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera there, maybe. There you go. It's all hardwood fence palings. And he said one of the biggest challenges of this car was getting enough hardwood fence palings because fences, property fences these days are built out of pine. So, yeah, that was one of his biggest challenges, believe it or not, was just getting enough hardwood to make his running boards and his hood lining. Very cool car.